Alright guys, I just want to do a quick video pertaining to everyone was always asking and constantly asking where were the stuffed animals, including myself. Couldn't figure out, like, what did he do with their blankets and their stuffed animals? Sorry, I have something in my mouth and I shouldn't do that when I'm trying to record. And if I start chewing it, then it's going to crunch and you guys are going to eat me alive. So, alright, back to this. This is Discovery Files, the vehicle search warrant. Judge orders everyone to keep all documents pertaining to the case, all written documents pertaining to the case they have to keep so that it can be submitted into evidence. Right here is the vehicle search warrant, correct? Okay, right here, we're not even going to focus on the Vivint video. We all know how the Vivint video worked. With the vehicle search on Tuesday, when that search warrant and they received the vehicle on Tuesday, this was what was found in the vehicle. So I'm going to get a closer look here. Shovel. That looks like maybe the rake. I mean, I'm having a hard time getting this handwriting. Somebody can put a comment, help me out on that. Sand/dirt was found. His work boots, stuffed animals, blankets, and the black trash bags. So this right here answers the question of where was those blankets and where were those stuffed animals? And he threw them this place and he threw them that place. No. He didn't have time to do any of that, guys. Because the hero here is Atkinson. Atkinson is the true hero. She's the one that got his ass so fast that he didn't have time to cover nothing. Now, you're such a loving father that those babies don't go anywhere without their stuffed animals and their blankies. Nowhere. So this was all staged, premeditated. Let me take the stuffed animals and the blankies out with them so I can get rid of them. Possibly these are total speculation on my part, okay? Because no one knows Chris's mind but Chris's mind. All I can talk about is the facts that it's showing me. And so, based on the facts that it's showing me, I can give you circumstantial evidence, okay? Let's call this circumstantial evidence. When the police say circumstantial evidence, this is the type of circumstantial evidence that they're talking about, okay? And the fact of the matter is, he didn't have time to get rid of any of this. He planned this. Shanann didn't kill her babies. Like, come on. This man snuffed these babies' lives out. And it's just so heartbreaking. They didn't even have their loveys or their blankies. They were put in these oil crude tanks. Guys, he's the monster. So everyone that's coming on my channel and they're sitting here saying she deserved this. And I posted a comment earlier and exposed that person for what they were saying. They were saying that Shanann deserved this and all kinds of awful, awful things. And that person is a true psycho to me. and needs to be reported, and that YouTube channel needs to be tracked down and shut down. Because it's just awful, 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 awful. So here we are, and I see a lot of questions about everyone speculating where these stuffed animals were. In one of my earlier videos, I stated that those were found in the vehicle. Once they issued the search warrant, the vehicles were seized, including the Lexus and his truck. Black garbage bags were seized in there, okay? Chris had this hidden in his truck, and they were found in the truck. I'm going to get a closer look so everyone can see this for yourself. You don't need me to say anything. You can actually see the physical evidence per FBI Christopher Watts evidence, okay? This is Discovery Files evidence. Let's get a closer look here. Everyone read it yourself, okay? Only thing I can think of that maybe this officer was thinking next to the shovel, the wording that is, sorry guys, right here is a rake and it was misspelled. I'm not sure. If someone wants to clarify that, please do so in the comments. Help us out if you can understand and read that. I'm having a hard time with that one. Not sure what that is. So we'll say shovel, whatever that word is, sand, dirt, work boots, stuffed animals, blankets, black trash bags. Black trash bags, blankets, stuffed animals, his work boots, sand and dirt, whatever this word is, shovel. This was Tuesday's vehicle search warrant. Okay, right here. That's where the baby stuff was. I just want to say also, everyone that is supporting the channel, subscribing, I really appreciate it. From the bottom of my heart, I absolutely appreciate it. It helps spread awareness against domestic violence, and I call this case domestic violence because it is so clear that this is domestic violence. And also, if you're new to my channel, I have a lot of passion in me and love and respect for Shanann and her baby girls, God rest their soul, and for her family. And my mission is to clear her name. Chris put reasonable doubt out there, and he did that. But the facts of the matter is, Chris chose to kill his children, and Chris chose to kill his wife, and Chris pled guilty. He pled guilty. And that means you're saying you did it, okay? That's plain and simple. You have choices in court to plead not guilty, to plead guilty, or to plead no contest. He didn't do any of that. He pled the guilty part. He pled guilty, meaning he did it. Now, to plead a no contest means I'm not telling you I did it, and I'm not telling you I didn't do it. That's what that means. And he didn't do that. And pleading not guilty says, I didn't do it. So those are what those three things are. So he pled guilty. Period. Period, period, period. I don't know how many times I have to explain this to the people that are constantly, like, you have to be the ones that are writing the love letters to him and bashing Shanann. You know, she's a victim here. These babies are victims here. And that's just not right. She's not here to defend herself. And if it takes every bit of my last breath, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to defend her, and I'm going to prove everybody that has this reasonable doubt that this evil monster put in your head, I'm going to prove to you that he did this, okay? This, I promise, in Shanann and Bella and Cece and Nico's memory, I promise I won't stop until I prove and clear her name. Her reputation is all she has left, guys. That's all she has left. And when the voices that have been silenced, we have to be their voices for them. It is imperative that we are their voice. And I will continue to be her voice. I see a lot of rude comments on the channel. Some I can ignore, but some do really push my button. And what pushes my button is when you say horrible things about Shanann. I can take it. Say whatever you want to say about me. I can take some of that, but I do have feelings also. I'm human, okay? I have feelings. So when you attack a person's character or you slander a person, you know, that's very hurtful. And also when you spread things that aren't factual information, you know, that's hurtful. Those are very, like, hurtful things that you do to people. And I don't understand it, guys. And I'm going to leave you with this. Okay? When a person loves you and say you love a person, you don't do anything to hurt that person. That's like getting a cigarette, lighting it up, and putting that cigarette out on that person that you say you love. Yet you put a cigarette out on them. How can you put a cigarette out on a person that you love? So now ask yourselves, when you look at your loved one, could I put a cigarette out on them? No, you couldn't. Because that would hurt them. When we love someone, guys, we don't do anything to hurt them. Chris wasn't capable of love. He didn't know how to love. And I'm going to leave that as that. And I'm sorry I went on, you know, off subject and everything. But I just wanted to clarify this. And I also wanted to rant a little bit. We can all leave opinions, and you don't have to agree with everything that I say. I'm open to your opinions. You guys have given me a lot of ideas also. There's a lot of smart people out here. So we can all put all the pieces together. I can show you the evidence. I can tell you why I think this is why something happened this way or that way. And we can agree to disagree. And we can also do it very respectfully.